He is America's most familiar face, yet the man behind the legend is an enigma, a polymath, a genius, a revolutionary, but also a man of secrets, a man who, at one point in his life, kept over 1,000 human bones in his basement. Who is this man? And why does the official history hide his most fascinating contradictions? For the next minutes, we will unravel the life of one of the most influential founding fathers, without ever saying his name. We will call him the Polymath. Prepare for a journey that will rewrite what you think you know about the founding of the United States. With every minute, a new clue, with every clue, a new mystery. Leave your guess in the comments now before the final reveal. The Polymath's story begins surprisingly humbly. Born into a modest family, he was the 15th of 17 children. His formal education was brief, lasting only 2 years. At 17, he ran away from home, leaving behind a life of forced apprenticeship to seek his fortune in a new city. This is the classic narrative of the American self-made man, an archetype he not only lived, but helped to create. His rise began with ink and paper. He became a master printer and editor, using the power of the written word to shape public opinion. Under the pseudonym Richard Saunders, he published an almanac that became a cultural phenomenon, outselling every other book in America except the Bible. Through Saunders, the Polymath distilled popular wisdom into practical maxims, establishing himself as a practical philosopher and an influencer of his time. The Polymath was not content to merely print ideas. He wanted to master the forces of nature. His obsession with electricity culminated in the famous and dangerous kite and key experiment, proving that lightning was a form of electricity. From this discovery, he created the lightning rod, an invention that saved countless lives and buildings, turning a scientific hobby into a practical revolution.
His inventive mind was tireless. He created bifocal glasses, the cast-iron stove, the Franklin stove, that revolutionized home heating, and even the glass harmonica, an ethereal musical instrument. He saw a problem and created an elegant solution, always with the goal of improving daily life. The lasting impact of his inventions is a testament to his genius.
His science went beyond electricity. He contributed to oceanography, mapping the Gulf Stream, and to meteorology. Most notably, he refused to patent his inventions, believing they should serve humanity. This altruism, however, contrasts with the image of the astute businessman he also was. The next phase of his life took him to Europe. He spent years in London as a representative of the colonies, acting as a secret agent and an informal diplomat. His charm and wit made him a European celebrity, but his loyalty shifted from loyal British subject to revolutionary, a crucial turning point in his life. The Polymath is the only man to have signed the 4 crucial documents that established the United States: the Declaration of Independence, the Treaty of Alliance with France, the Treaty of Paris, and the Constitution. This unparalleled historical importance places him in the pantheon of the founders, a fundamental architect of the nation. His most critical mission was in Paris. He used his carefully cultivated image of the rustic sage to win French support, essential for victory in the War of Independence. He was a bon vivant adored by the French court, a master diplomat who knew how to balance the seriousness of politics with the pleasure of social life. The Polymath's moral complexity is undeniable. In his youth, he printed advertisements for the sale of slaves and owned slaves. However, in a late but fervent conversion, he became an abolitionist, eventually serving as president of the Pennsylvania Abolition Society. This evolution of character, from slave owner to fervent abolitionist, is one of the most fascinating contradictions of his life. But the Polymath's greatest mystery lies in his London basement. During a renovation, over 200 human bones were found beneath his house. The investigation revealed that the bones were from a secret anatomy lab operated by his son-in-law, William Hewson. Although the Polymath was not directly responsible for the bones, the mystery of having a clandestine anatomy lab under his residence casts a dark shadow over his public image. He was also a master of discretion. The founding of secret societies and debate clubs, such as the Junto, shows a man who valued secrecy and behind-the-scenes influence in his pursuit of knowledge and power. The polymath was a man who constantly rewrote himself and who valued the power of knowledge and discretion in his quest for influence. He was the runaway son, the master printer, the scientist who tamed lightning, the diplomat who saved a nation, and the man who kept a dark secret in his basement. His clues are everywhere, in electricity, in diplomacy, and on the $100 bill. The man you thought you knew but whom history hid is the polymath, the founding father, the enigma. The story of Benjamin Franklin is the story of a man who rewrote himself, and now finally you know him completely. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and check out our next video about